It is officially the last few days of December, which means the new year is about to be here in less than a minute, and for me personally, this is a time where I like to slow down, reconnect with myself, and do an end of the year self-reflection. So what this looks like is you literally sitting down in a quiet place where you can be alone with your thoughts, taking out a journal, or even typing it up on a document and expressing what you felt this year, what you accomplished, what you were most proud of, what you didn't like about yourself, what you wished you did more of, what you wished you did less of, and some other introspective questions. This space that you create for yourself is one in which there's pure and real honesty. This is you being raw, authentic, and genuinely writing down your emotions. Because who you were at the beginning of the year isn't who you are today. And that always seems to amaze me. So this episode is actually going to be short and sweet. What I want to do is share with you 10 questions to ask yourself before the year ends. Because asking yourself these questions will help you decide what your priorities and focus should be for next year. Taking inventory of yourself is how you grow. And I will also be sharing a small excerpt of what I wrote in my 2022 self-reflection to give you some inspiration. So with that being said, here are 10 end of the year self-reflection questions to ask yourself. Where was my focus at the beginning of the year? What was I stressed or worried about this year, and how did that situation unfold? What have I accomplished this year? Did I do what I said I was going to do? If not, what was stopping me? I also do want to point out that your accomplishments don't necessarily need to be tangible. For example, an accomplishment can be, I started to say no to things that I can't and don't want to do. What am I most proud of, and what are some things I did that I'm not proud of? What are 3 ways I've grown? What is something that I've struggled with this year, and in what ways can I improve? What is something that I learned about myself that I didn't know before? Was there anything or anyone I had to let go of? If there was, what did I learn from that experience? What are some habits that I need to cultivate in my life? And what are some habits that I need to stop doing? And finally, what was my biggest takeaway this year? And how will I use this wisdom as I continue to grow? These are questions that I have asked myself this year, and it has really taught me so many things about myself that I wouldn't have processed if I didn't take the time to sit down and really start inward. So just for some inspo and to share with you some things I've written down, here is a little piece of my 2022 year in review self-reflection. 2022 was my year of execution. This year, I didn't have any definite or concrete goals. Rather, I wanted to figure out who I was, explore new horizons, and try different things, which I 100% did. And boy, did life teach me a few things or two. I tried dancing classes at the beginning of the year, started lifting weights, stopped excessive cardio. I continued to practice Spanish, I read some books, rode and fed an elephant, got a job as a violence prevention educator doing what I love to do, which is public speaking, created a podcast, and got back into doing YouTube. And while I did all of these things, I also lost pieces of myself trying to make others happy. I didn't have boundaries. I didn't understand my self-worth or what I deserved. and I didn't know what my values were. This caused my self-esteem to drop and brought a lot of pain and confusion into my life. I didn't know who I was, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I was compulsive in my actions. And not defining what I wanted, and not taking the time to sit with myself and be clear on how I wanted to be treated by others and what my needs were. I felt directionless, lost, and lonely. I rushed through things. I executed just for the sake of wanting to do something. I was wandering without a clear sense of self and direction. This year tested my character, but also taught me important truths. These being, slow and steady wins the race. Being patient and intentional in everything that you do is key. Listen to your intuition. It speaks to you. You know deep down what is for you and what isn't for you. Let go of whatever is bringing pain and confusion into your life. Space is important in any type of friendship or relationship because the capacity to be alone is the capacity to love. Trust actions and patterns over words every single time. Don't ignore and downsize your emotions and feelings for the sake of others. And always make sure that your actions are in alignment with the person you want to become. This is just a little excerpt, but my self-reflection is much longer than this. I just wanted to share with you what my thought process is like when I write these. It's a very vulnerable and sacred practice, I would say, because you're taking ownership over what happened to you this year. And with this knowledge, you're deciding how you're going to move forward and be better. For me, 2023 will be my year of alignment and focus. I will be spending my time doing what will help me become the person I want to be. And my focus will be on things that are conducive to my overall growth and well-being. So I encourage you to take these questions, use them if they're helpful, and create your own self-reflection. Thank you so much for your support in 2022. Thank you for listening to this podcast. I appreciate you so much, and I wish you the absolute best in 2023.